What's up guys, 9th Jim here, back with another VGC 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield competitive video. Today, we're talking about Clefable, this fairy type Pokemon from Gen 1. Used to be normal, now is fairy. This Pokemon's pretty cool, it has a pretty solid ability, pretty good typing. I mean, just mono fairy is very solid. Pretty solid stats, a good move pool. Honestly, it's not as good as the prior evolution Clefairy. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Clefairy right now, and I think it's much better than Clefable in VGC. However, in singles, this Pokemon is running rampant. It is one of the best, one of the most top used Pokemon, just topping the usage charts. I think it's actually number 1 on usage charts in OU, and that's pretty wild. So we have actually two single spotlight builds and then one VGC build. The VGC build is, not the strongest build ever. And honestly, I'm probably lacking a little in the singles build, and we'll talk about that more later. Anyway, for now, let's go ahead and get into it. So fairy typing, giving us 3 resistances, 1 immunity, and 2 weaknesses. 1 immunity being dragon, 3 resistances being fighting, bug, and dark, all 3 pretty relevant. Well, 2 of them more relevant. Fighting and dark are really relevant. And then 2 weaknesses, poison and steel, both are pretty solid in the meta, and you get really hurt from those, and we're patching that up a little bit with Babbery Berry on the steel typing. However, poison typing, the most relevant poison attacks, we usually don't die to, which is pretty cool. So anyway, into our HP we have, or into our stats, HP 95, 73 defense, and 90 special defense, around pretty average. HP and special defense are pretty solid, 95 and 90 are pretty good, and then defense at 73. We just patched that up with max investing into our defenses, and we live a good couple of hits, honestly. A lot of the time we live a little bit, you know what I mean? Next we have attack 70, which is pretty irrelevant, and then 95 special attack, which is pretty solid, not insane, but solid. And then for last, we have speed 60, not insane, but not terrible. It's on the same speed tier as a lot of good Pokemon, Jellicent, Grimmsnarl, Aegislash, Sylveon, a lot of really good Pokemon, so it's not that bad. Then we have Magic Guard. So Magic Guard is our ability. It prevents all damage except from direct attack moves. This is things like Life Orb damage, weather, entry hazards, status ailments like burn and poison, and then moves like Leech Seed that are like weird attacks. We just don't take damage from those, which is pretty cool. You still take damage from self-inflicting attacks, things like Belly Drum and Curse and stuff like that, although this Pokemon isn't affected by Curse like in that way, but still interesting. So that's about it for our overview. We'll go ahead and talk about the actual build itself. So as far as the regular build for VGC goes, we are playing a pretty normal build. It's very basic, honestly. Ability Magic Guard, item Babbery Berry, just so that we can weaken that super effective damage from things like Excadrill, this guy. It does a lot of damage and will definitely OHKO you. Even if you Dynamax, it'll OHKO you a lot of the time. So Magic Guard is pretty helpful, or Babbery Berry is pretty helpful. Next we have our moves. We're using Moonblast, Follow Me, Gravity, and Sing. Moonblast is just our best physical, or our best special attacking stab move, which is really good. Follow Me is a no-brainer in VGC. That's one of the best reasons of using this Pokemon or a Pokemon like this. Follow Me is just so good. And then we have Gravity and Sing. Gravity lowering the evasiveness of every Pokemon, also hitting, bringing down flying type Pokemon, being able to hit them with ground type moves with things like Excadrill. So we have Gravity, and then we also have Sing, which is a very good move here with Gravity, giving us a 55% chance to sleep something. However, Gravity makes that, I think, like an 87% accurate. That's very good. Like that accurate, it becomes very accurate, which is good. Other than that, we have a lot of other moves. However, without the Gravity Sing little thing, I would honestly recommend using Clefairy with Friend Guard. However, like, it's still solid to be able to use like all of these other attacks. So we have other attacks, all really good. We have Helping Hand, Protect, Life Dew, Ally Switch, Icy Wind, Dazzling Gleam, Moonlight, all really good. Moonlight giving you some heal, not super reliable since it's the next turn and it's based off, wait, is that right? No. Wish is the next turn. Moonlight is just based off of the current weather. Without weather, I don't remember how much exactly it does, but it's not insane. Then next we have Helping Hand, Protect. Helping Hand is just really good. It's priority and just gives your guys your partner a lot more damage, which is good. And then we have Protect, it's good. We have Life Dew for some heal. On both of your Pokemon, 25%. Life Dew is pretty solid. We have Ally Switch, which is really powerful in this Pokemon since it has that immunity to Dragon. You put this next to something like Dragapult, your opponent goes ahead and hits it with a super effective attack. You Ally Switch, now you don't hit any damage on this Pokemon. Super good. Then we have Icy Wind and Dazzling Gleam. Both are multi-targeting, really good. Icy Wind lowering the speed stat of both opposing Pokemon. Dazzling Gleam just hitting some chip damage on both Pokemon. Pretty solid attacks overall. Next, into our investments. So we have just 252 into HP and 252 into defense, being Bold Nature, giving us that plus defense minus attack since we don't have any attack anyway. Pretty solid, very bulky, 252, just giving us our best chance of living multiple attacks. On to our other things, we have Focus Sash here, just right there above me, mostly just to... it's another good option that you have. On some ways that Clefable is being played in VGC is with max special attack, max speed, running Focus Sash so that it doesn't just immediately die. It's another good way of playing it. And that for synergetic Pokemon, we have Excadrill just being really good, able to destroy most poison Pokemon, most steel type Pokemon with ground and rock against ground against both. It's really good. So Excadrill is just a really good partner. Honestly, like I was saying, Clefairy is really good and probably better than Clefable, but you can definitely experiment with all. This is solid as well. So that's about it for our build. We'll go ahead and talk about some speed tiers here. So like I said, we're on the same speed tier as all of these Pokemon: Jellicent, Lapras, Sylveon, Grimmsnarl, and then our Clefable. So with our 4 investment into speed, we go to 81 just so that we can outspeed these things: the Jellicent, the Lapras, Sylveon. A lot of them will not be running any speed, and if they do, it's just like the 4, and then we'll be speed tying. But I think that's good, especially against like things like the Sylveon and the Lapras. They'll probably have 4. Other things that we outspeed: Scrafty, Conkeldurr, all Trick Room known Pokemon, things like Rhyperior, Gastrodon, Conkeldurr if it's bred slowly, Ferrothorn, Torkoal, Hatterene. All of these slow Pokemon, we outspeed them all, which is good, but after they set Trick Room, then it's a little bit harder, but still pretty relevant for speed tiers. Next, we have things that actually outspeed us. So we're on the same speed tier as Tyranitar. If Tyranitar is uninvested, if it has 4 into speed, then it'll be outspeeding us every time. If it doesn't have anything, then we speed tie. Otherwise, we just speed tie, which is fine. Other things that outspeed us, things like Alcremie, always uninvested, or always will be outspeeding us. It's typically going to be uninvested, but a lot of them have been running speed. I've been seeing some speedy Alcremies, which is cool. Then we have Togekiss, always going to be outspeeding us as well. Same with Milotic, and all faster Pokemon, things like Dragapult, Excadrill, Mimikyu, Chandelure, Braviary. All these fast Pokemon are going to be always outspeeding us, and there's nothing we can really do about that. Otherwise, anyway, that's about it for our speed tiers. We'll go ahead and talk about some damage calcs here. So, as far as damage calcs go, we have Clefable's Moonblast into Dragapult, hitting only 80 to 95%. This is without a Dynamaxing, a guaranteed 2-hit KO. However, if it doesn't Dynamax, we can hit it into range to where it dies to its own Life Orb. Unlikely, but it could definitely happen, which is cool. Next, we have Max Steel Spike from an Excadrill into our boy with Babbery. It only hits 53 to 64 with Babbery, guaranteed 2-hit KO. However, we would super die if there was no Babbery. Next, we have Venusaur Sludge Bomb into our Clefable. Because of our 252 HP and 4 special defense, we are able to live a Sludge Bomb 75 to 90%. However, if it has Life Orb, we're dead. And yeah, but a lot of them are running Focus Sash. A lot will run Life Orb. Like, you'll run into Life Orb, and Venusaur will just kill you then. Next, we have... Let me go ahead and minimize myself so that we can see all the damage calcs. So, next we have Clefable's Moonblast into a Tyranitar with Sand active, hitting 38 to 47%, a guaranteed 3-hit KO. However, if it Dynamaxes, it does no damage. Like, not no damage, but very, very little damage. And then it'll activate its Weakness Policy. You don't want to go ahead and activate its Weakness Policy, because if you activate its Weakness Policy, then it has a very, very high chance of just OHKOing you. Weakness Policy activated Max Rockfall into our Clefable Clefable, very defensive Clefable. Hits 98 to 116, a 93.8% chance to OHKO. I would never rely on that chance to live, so don't proc its weakness policy. Last but not least, we have Moonblast into an Incineroar, a fairly defensive Incineroar with special special defense investment, hitting 21 to 24%, a guaranteed 5-hit KO. This is not reliable. Still some solid chip damage on the Incineroar, however, this is a lot to deal with. So yeah, I mean, pretty much with this build, you don't rely on Clefable doing damage. So yeah. That's about it for our damage calcs. We'll go ahead and talk about single spotlight. Like I said, we do have 2 builds for single spotlight, which is cool. One being offensive and one being defensive. Now, one thing I would like to clarify, on Pikalytics and Smogon, I see every single build runs soft-boiled. Soft-boiled is not available in this gen. Am I missing something? I have to be missing something, because they're all playing soft-boiled. Is one of the most used Pokemon, or one of the most used attacks on Pikalytics, and it's on every build in Smogon. I'm missing something, right? Like, I have to be missing something. It's got to be like a transfer move or something, and you're allowed to use Pokemon without the Galar symbol in singles. I don't know. I'm not educated enough in singles to know this, so if you know it, comment it down below. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that we didn't have soft boil this gen. I'm probably wrong, but that's really how I've seen it. Anyway, so we have Wish. If you want, if you can use soft boiled, switch Wish with soft boiled on all of these sets. It's just better. It hits 50% guaranteed on that turn. If it doesn't, or Wish takes 1 turn, it's better. It's got to be better. Come on. You know what I mean? Anyway, into the actual builds. Now that we've cleared that up a little bit, maybe, hopefully somebody can clarify in the comments. If not, no worries, no sweat. But if you know it, let me know. Anyway, so for our first build, this top one right above me, we have Leftovers Magic Guard. This is the bulky build. Well, they're both bulky build, but the other one focuses on Calm Mind attacking. This one focuses on just being a nuisance to your opponent, having Wish, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, Encore, Wish, Slash, Soft Boiled, if anybody knows. Anyway, so you heal, and then you activate Stealth Rocks, put out hazards, and then you hit Thunder Wave and Encore just to be a nuisance to your opponent. These definitely can be flexed. You can definitely run something like Moonblast, Flamethrower, some kind of coverage attack on there. You can also run other good moves. There are other good moves that you can use. Things like Thunder. I have Thunder Wave on there. Knock Off, Wish. There's other moves. I know there's other moves. There's even Teleport that you can use. It's weird. It's weird. We're not going to be using the Teleport build, but that's a build. That's not the build that I have on here today, but still, it's a build. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it for the defensive boy, where we're just running the same investments, 252 into HP and 252 into defense, just so we can be as bulky as possible. For the other build, we're running Life Orb, Calm Mind. It's cool that you don't take Life Orb damage from Magic Guard. Probably not going to come up super relevantly, but it's there. It's pretty cool that we don't take damage from it. And then we do more damage, so Life Orb gives us 1.3 times, Calm Mind gives us 2 times, and then we're going to go, or 1.5 times, and then we're going to just start hitting really, really hard. And am I dumb? Do I not know what Calm Mind does? I just thought about that. No. Special attack and special defense. I'm good. I'm brain farting here. Anyway, so you Calm Mind, you Life Orb, you stack some buffs, and you start killing things with Moonblast and Flamethrower. There is a reason this Pokemon is one of the top tier Pokemon in OU and singles, so that's one of them. This Pokemon's pretty strong. Anyway, that's going to be about it for our video today. If you know the soft boiled thing, tell me in the comments down below. If you don't, no worries. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. If you like Clefable, that guy, like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good evening, good day, good next 2 days, good next 6 months. I don't care. Have a good any amount of time. I'll give you that. I'll give you a good 9 months. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good evening, and bye.